hope you're all having a wonderful day. So I'm back again with another video. This time my creation was, I made this creation for the lovely Sarah. Me and Sarah did a swap together, nothing to do with the swap group. It was just something that we wanted to do. So as some of you may know, the sewing machine and the foot pedal I made for Sarah, but I've also been making something else, which is this, the mud hoarders map. A theme came up on the group and it was Harry Potter's notebook, and you had to write in it like you were one of the characters. And when it first came up and we weren't even, the partners weren't paired up, both me and Sarah said, oh, we'd love to do it. So I've made this book for her. So what I've done is I've also bought something a little special, and that is a time turner. So this, I've written in it like I'm Hermione, and the time turner, which I know Sarah will love, actually it turns 4 different ways, and it actually turns, and it says stuff on the outside. It says the sun and I mark the hours, even one, nor have I yet outrun. And then the inside one says, it took me a while to read it, to be fair. My use and value into you are gauged by what you have to do. So it's a proper time turner. So anyway, I bought that, and like I said, I'm Hermione. So when I open the book, Miss Hermione Granger appears. So we have her name, her birthday, her parents, her skills, the house that she's in, its blood status, her favourite colours, her best friends, her hobbies, and her wand. And I made the word believe at the bottom as well. So that's all about Hermione. The next page is information about the time travel, hence the time turner. And it says, at no certain terms do I divulge I have the time travel. Do not use any more than 5 hours to be worn around my neck. Do not be seen by other witch or wizards, and only to be used for my classes by sworn promise to Professor McGonagall. No one must know. So this is all about the time turner and information about it, and I've even drawn like a little mini time turner. Now most of the information in this book I had from Pottermore. Now Pottermore is a website online. It is Harry Potter based, and in Pottermore anybody can go and read it. You can actually sign up. It's free of signing up. So all the information there is information that J.K. Rowling wrote herself that didn't either go into the books or the films. They didn't make it into the two. So instead she made this website of all this information she had, all about the things that they use, and it's all on Pottermore. It's an absolutely excellent website for anybody who loves Harry Potter, and I absolutely love Harry Potter, so I'm always on there. So this sort of information like this, it says, in spite of many muggle fascinations around the subject, time travel is possible only in a limited sense, even in the magical world. While the subject is shrouded in great security, investigations are ongoing in the Department of Mysteries. It appears that magic can only take you so far, and it goes on. So everything I've written myself, or I've drawn, and I've added pictures. So this one is all about Professor Rubus Hagrid, and it says up the top, it says, one of a kind and most loved by everyone, especially me, Ron and Harry. And it says when he was born, his blood status, his title, his weight, his height, his hair colour, his eye colour. And this is something that Hagrid said, and I believe he said in one of the films. He said, my dad was broken-hearted when she went. My tiny little bloke, my dad was. By the time I was 6, I could lift him up and put him off top of the dresser. If he annoyed me, used to make him laugh. So I put that in, and then it says what house Hagrid was in. The next page is all about Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff House is one of the 4 houses of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and was founded by Helga Hufflepuff. So it says about what kind of, sorry guys, my computer just froze then. What kind of things you need to be a Hufflepuff, what the ghost is of a Hufflepuff, and then at the bottom it says you might belong in Hufflepuff where they are just loyal and trustworthy. These patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid to tell. So that's all about Hufflepuff. The next page, so there's Hermione and Harry wearing the time turner, and then behind the time turner we've got the Quibble, which is a wizard magazine. So I've just stamped in there and I've left it blank for the lovely Sarah to write in. So I've got that. So this one is the Polyjuice Potion, and now this, I've got a big massive book of Harry Potter. It's huge, and in that book is a Polyjuice Potion, and it tells you how Hermione wrote it, what you needed for the ingredients. So I've literally done, and it says allows the drinker to transform himself into a physical form of another temporarily. So the ingredients, and it says turn over for more ingredients. So you turn over and you've got check cauldron for the head lion, the checklists, and do we have enough time? So I've written in it as if she is writing. And then there is the Polyjuice Potion at the bottom. Now this one is Professor Snape. Requires 2 of parchment paper on werewolves and particular infants on how to recognize and kill them. Notes and information. An alchemist is a wizard who looks to turn into an animal. A werewolf has no choice. With each full moon, when he transforms, he no longer remembers who he is. Further information found, he can kill his best friend if he crosses his path. So that's what Hermione says in the Prisoner of Azkaban. And I've got page 374. That's what Professor Snape tells everyone. Werewolf studies defense of the dark arts. So it's on the side when you go over. It says problem. Only responds to his own kind of werewolf. And there's Professor Lupin, and he's the guy who turns into a werewolf, of course. So the spells. Now, again, all on Pottermore. So I've written all the spells that there are in Harry Potter. Some of them you don't hear of in the films, but I still wrote them in anyway. And is it on this one? There's some of them that I sort of went, how many uses that? So it says be cautious, and I've written all the spells. Now the next one is all about Harry Potter, and it says name Harry James Potter. His birthday is wand. His house is Patronus. His parents is skills. His nationality is blood status, hair colour, eye colour, signature. That's Harry's signature, and it says you're the only one who is weak. You will never know love or friendship, and I feel sorry for you. That's what Harry says in the film. There's more spells, of course, and on this side I've sewn in the different methods of potion preparation. So I've actually put that in. And there's more spells. Be careful of using the charms and spells at the bottom. There's a pocket there. I left that blank in case Sarah, because I know Sarah watches Harry Potter with Jake, so I left some of it blank so that they could sort of add and take away and whatever they wanted to do. More spells, and it says be careful, caution, and all the other spells there were. on this page is Albus Dumbledore. So his full name, his birthday, his wand, his house, Patronus, parents' skills, hobbies, likes, and then at the bottom it says, there are all kinds of courage. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but it takes just as much to stand up to our friends. Again, that's what Albus Dumbledore says to Harry in one of the films. Now, a buckbeak is an animal that Hagrid shares with his students. And I believe it's in the Prisoner of Azkaban, I remember. So it tells you exactly what a buckbeak is. So it's born, also known by physical information, affiliation. And then on this page is all about a buckbeak. So it says, buckbeak, later removed with weather wings, was a hippogriff. He lived with Rufus Hagrid during our 3rd year at Hogwarts. During our year, he was unfairly sentenced to death, where he attacked Draco Malfoy in a class by Hagrid. Draco taunted and provoked him, and therefore given no choice for Buckbeak to defend himself. So again, it goes on to say more about Buckbeak. So on this page, there's Ron, Hermione, and Harry, and that was in Order of Phoenix. Was it Order of Phoenix? I can't remember, but he was outside the tents right at the beginning of the film. I might remember as I go along now. I'm sure it was Order of Phoenix. This one, Hermione took a class, and she was in class, and she sort of didn't believe what was, how could you tell what was in a teacup? So this is all the information. If you look into a teacup, what you will see. And Hermione just thought this was a complete joke, and the teacher was off on cloud 9. So I did some stenciling on the back, and again, more writing space. That's in there. Then on this side is the gillyweed info. I think it's Order of Phoenix. Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh my word. I'm sure it's Order of Phoenix. Anyway, gillyweed. A nifty water plant that allows the person what eats it to breathe underwater. Districts, so it says what it looks like in colour. Facts, and then this is gillyweed is not to be taken lightly. Be careful. And when you open it up, it says when gillyweed is eaten by a human and gives them fish-like apparatus, including gills to process oxygen from water, webbing between the fingers and toes for easier swimming, and removing the need for blinking and adapting to the cold temperature in water. While under the effects of gillyweed, one cannot breathe air with their lungs. There is the same debate among hobologists as to the duration of the effects of gillyweed in fresh water versus salt water, but in fresh water, a spring of gillyweed lasts for well over an hour. So there's all information on gillyweed. On this one, it says password, and at the bottom it says Gryffindor. So I've left it blank to see if Sarah and Jake can remember the password to Gryffindor. And then this is the Seeker Weekly, again another little magazine in Harry Potter, and it's just some tea-dye paper on the back, and I just put a piece of parchment paper in. And then on this side it says, if in doubt, go to the library. Again, what Hermione says, and it says notes. This side is Gryffindor House. Gryffindor is one of the 4 houses of Hogwarts School in witchcraft and wizardry, and was founded by Godric Gryffindor. Godric Gryffindor is instructed the Sorting Hat to choose students progressing characteristics he most valued, such as courage, bravery, nerve, athletic, and daring. And it says head of house, the ghost. And at the bottom it says you might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave of heart, their daring, nerve, and chivalry. I can't pronounce that word. That one. And set Gryffindors apart. So there's that. Now this, because I know the Sarah will open this with Jake. This is something for Jake. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's something for little Jake. So I know he'll love that. Take away at your own risk at the bottom. So this side is all about Death Eater's profile. So you've got what they look like, how do you know a Death Eater, the purpose, the powers, and who they're under. Seek elder wands, speak to Harry, be careful, it's all written on here. And of course you can see Ron on this side. So it says Ron Weasley, born, blood status, height, weight, hair colour, eye colour, hates wands, siblings, and then at the bottom it says, I dreamt I was buying new shoes last night, said Ron. What do you think that's gonna mean? Again, it says from one of the films. More spells. I says careful, caution, be careful. The knock spell, counter to Loomis, which is Loomis is one of the spells that they use. Slytherin House. Slytherin House is one of the 4 houses of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and was founded by Slytherin Slytherin. Slytherins are known for being ambitious, proud, brave and cunning. Ghost. And then it says at the bottom, we Slytherins are brave, yes, but not stupid. For instance, given the choice, we will always choose to save our own necks. So again, on this side, we've got more spells because Hermione loves her spells. There's a pocket here. And this is Goblet of Fire. That's what they are outside the tent, not Order of Phoenix. And this is taken from the Goblet of Fire too. And she wears that pink drape silk dress coming down the steps. Do you think I like Harry Potter? And this is Liquid Luck. So Liquid Luck is a magical potion that makes the drinker lucky for a period of time, during which everything will attempt to be successful. So it says 6 months before ready, and then gives the instructions on how to make it. And it says Felix, always also known as Liquid Luck. So that is my little Harry Potter notebook, journal, whatever you want to call it. And this will go to the lovely Sarah along with her time turner, which I was so what's the word? I'm not blessed. I was surprised to get. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I do hope you enjoy going through the Harry Potter notebook with me, and yeah, I had so much fun creating this, and I will catch up with you all in my next video. Have a lovely rest of the day wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch up with you then. Bye for now.